Alright, everybody, welcome back to the Full Caps podcast. So, like always, I got my co host Mikey, I'm your host Chris, and then down here today we got our buddy Damien. He's the other artist for our channel, and also the only one who's not stationed in Florida, so he's the only reason we can consider ourselves interstate. How you doing today, Damien?
I'm good, pretty good. It's been a hell of a week, but it's
Oh,
okay.
hell of a week, how so?
Yeah, it's been rough, bro. Money.
Oh.
Money's about a bitch, bro.
And just like the corporate slave
I
you
mean,
are,
we all be...
and just like the corporate slave you are, you're unpaid doing work for free. How do you feel?
You damn right. It feels like it. But, it's alright. I'm getting there. No, it's cool. I'm just chilling, really, with work. But
Fair enough. I mean, everybody's getting that way. I know I personally, on the first episode of the podcast, I went off of not needing to know any of the codes for fruits or vegetables anymore since making my exodus from the fresh market. But now I found myself back as a cashier at another grocer's, so I'm right back where I started. So I could reseal that lid that I popped the other day because it's now put to use, so my point is invalidated already.
Look, man, I don't know why you went back to the hell of retail, like, customer service, but you do you, buddy.
Look,
bro,
man,
you're
okay.
cheap.
Okay, so I can't voice act full time while doing this whole project. So like, I just need a nice little part time job that I know well, so that it's just a breeze. And plus, like, this store is like so cute. So it's a place called Bender's, Bender's Farmer Market. They only have 3 locations down here in Florida. They're not like a big thing, but it's like so cute. Think of like a 7-Eleven size like gas station, but that's the whole grocery store.
Oh.
In a gas station?
Yeah,
How does it?
it's like the size of a gas station. It's like the size of the inside of the gas station.
Yeah, I bet you restocking it ain't that bad.
Nah, I don't have to do the restocking, luckily. But no, literally, I could see everybody in the store from any given point. I just, from behind the register, I could see if any of y'all stealing.
24-hour surveillance.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because it's
And
like,
you're not getting paid for it too. I'd be talking to my boss, be like, you gotta pay me for this. I'm out here being security too.
I don't think I'm threatening enough to be security. I'm literally like the most
I mean,
unintimidating person in the world.
But you're saving them the price of having to put in security cameras. So
That's fair.
true. And you don't need to be intimidating once you pull out your Glock, man. Like, once you got that Glock out,
exactly, bro.
who go mess with you? Who go mess with
Be
you?
like, sir.
I mean, I'd be afraid. It's Florida. They could return one. They could just pull one out as well.
Return
Like,
fire.
You right? They
I
could
got
just
two.
pull out they whip out the AR-15 on you real quick.
they pull out a squirt gun full of holy water. Just get me with that super soaker.
Done, bro. Good, Mikey.
Yeah, I'm good. Don't mind me.
Right.
I mean, he's got his thinking cap on. He's just now seeing if he could actually see those ideas. Just because it's on doesn't mean any of those ideas actually like get to him. He's transcending. He's
I
trying
have
to
to
evolve into a
embrace-
crab again.
What do you mean, become a crab? I am the crab.
That's right. You're already a crab. My bad. And speaking of crabs, since you know that was the topic of our last Diction Addiction, I think it's a good time to go ahead and hop on into this episode of Diction Addiction. So this week's word for Diction Addiction was brought to us by somebody down in the comments. Actually, I believe their name was Lady Pickles. Thank you again for the contribution. They wanted to see that the word of the day this week was tittle. Tittle. Tittle.
Tittle somebody. You ever been tittled before, bro? You ever
No.
been tittled before?
Ah,
Not
yes.
gonna lie, bro. If a girl came up to me and said, "Do you want me to tittle you?" I'd be like,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
intrigued.
it could technically be topping in some sense of the word. That's a hint. It's on top of something.
"Tittle, tittle on top of somebody."
That's literally what I immediately thought of.
It was like
Y'all
sounds being
nasty.
tittled, so I was like, "Tittle." Is it a
God.
titty diddle?
You guys have any initial guess, or do you guys want a hint?
It's like
Tittle.
something on-
So on top of something?
It is
Yeah.
located on top of something.
Is it like the top of a tree? Like the
Nah.
palm?
That's not a bad guess, but that would be a canopy.
No. I
Yeah.
meant like, all right. So in like the palm tree, there's like the heart of the palm at the top, but it has like a name where the
Oh,
branches fluff out.
I know what you
It has
mean.
like that fruit on top of it.
Yeah, no, I don't
I
know
don't
what
know what
that's
it's
called
called,
actually.
but
No, no. This is where we're supposed to flex our knowledge on diction addiction. You can't turn this on me and tell a
God.
word I don't know. This isn't how this game works.
what?
Damien pulling out the mind games on this.
Bruh, 2000 IQ plays over here, bro.
You got anything, Mikey?
I'm gonna say it's like I think it's I want to say something like on top, like something that's on like the top of an animal, like I feel like it's like
It's
like
little
the
plate,
head,
like a plate.
right? Like I think like is it like the top of like a jellyfish, like its head or some shit like that?
Like
All
the
right.
crown on a peacock.
All
But
right.
that's called a crown.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make it a little bit more interesting. We're gonna go ahead and give you another hint. It has to do with writing.
Is it the top of like the tip of a pen? Is
No,
that what like the ball?
it's
inside the
more
pen
of
is
like
called?
the actual concept of writing itself, not the action of writing.
Oh, okay.
So is it like the introductory part of like maybe like an argument, like the little section that like when you start off your argument when you're writing something and then you go into like the rest of your argument?
Your Honor, I would like to present my tittle to the court. My defendant over here is 100% a scumbag, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Look, man, if I'm in
Objection.
court and my fucking attorney whips out Tito on me, I got he's
Tito
got
argument, bro?
game. He's got he's got
He
this.
just your judge is gonna be like, bro, he just whipped out the tittle cause. How you gonna argue that?
Exactly,
Under
man.
under Title 9 of the Constitution, we have to understand.
Tittle clause 9.
Yeah.
And,
Uh.
I don't know. Is it that bar at like the? No, it's not like the first sentence, right?
No. So a
Is it
tittle.
the white? Oh, go on.
So a tittle is the little dot that's on lowercase I and lowercase j. That has a name.
What the?
It's called the tittle.
I thought it was just a dot. Like that's part of the J and the I. How are you gonna give it a separate name?
So
Anytime I see the word I now, it's just tittle.
Yep, it's tittle.
Tittle I.
so
I tittle.
annoyingly, I could see that having a name because like I know the two dots over like A's and U's and shit is like the dot.
It's
or the
umlaut.
umlaut or whatever.
It's an umlick.
Yeah, umlick. There you go. So I'm like, I'm not surprised that they had to name the dot over the I and the J.
Why? Tittle?
Somebody.
I ate tittle.
Well, because it can't. Oh shoot! I actually did look this up prior, but I forgot. I started recording for Tales of the Emerald Coast, so I got a little sidetrack at the end of it. But I know the Latin root word is like little or something like that. So like that's the fact that it's like a little because it's lowercase. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong now. I don't want to be like throwing anything that I don't know of 100%.
Even our hosts don't know the answer. Like, god dang it. Where have we gone, man?
It's
Where
okay.
have we gone?
I'm very low value today. You can see my bed isn't made or anything. Like this week, I am a wreck. Like I didn't
I was
get
gonna
rid of
do
it all.
this in my room. I was gonna do this in my room, but my room's a fucking mess. So I was like, no.
You see, I'm gonna see. My room's usually clean, and so is my demeanor. But now that like everything's messy, my environment's messy. My brain's scattered. You know, that's what I'm gonna attribute it to. But yeah, once again, thank you to Lady Pickles for the submission. And if you guys would like to flex your own wordsmithing, go ahead and drop your word or concept in the comments below, and just make sure you add hashtag Diction Addiction along with it. I do read all the comments personally, so if I like your word, I'll go ahead and put it on up. So Mateo, make sure to flash their name or anything that you want to do. Make sure that they're known. Probably should have said that at the start of it, but I'm not smart. Yeah, you should have done it at the tittle. You know, very important.
Yeah, any of you viewers who put a garbo ID, a garbo word, banned. Automatic ban. I want to see you ever again on my comment section. You're banned. Instant ban.
You know, I have to address this now because we've got the Weeb Naruto hat that he's wearing, and we did get a commenter the other day. So this was supposed to be a little bit of a surprise, but you know, I just have this hat right here is just from my old place of work, Addison Reserve. And I don't really own hats. This was just a very spontaneous idea. So on the first podcast we ever had, he commented that I don't have a Jotaro hat. from part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I ordered one and it's coming. So if you're in the comments still, my friend, that's on the way, and I will start wearing that as the main hat. But he also commented on the last video saying that he's all for weebifying the channel. I am not. But he said that you lost him at lollies. Is there anything you want to add to your argument from before, Mikey, to try and like reshift the channel back to the weeb way that you like?
Germany is artificially creating cat women. It's already a fact. Their plan is set. I got you, bro. That one guy who wants this channel.
No.
Look,
The one guy.
Damien brings up a good thing that I was thinking about. So, boys and cat ear maid outfits. Hear me out
All right,
here.
you get stopped.
And we're back to the maid outfit. Okay.
No, you
Look.
lost me. You lost me, bro.
Look,
It's not the maid outfit or the cat girls. It's the boy part, dude. Like,
Because
you
hear
had
me
me.
out.
You had me.
Because all right, hear me out.
Unless you
We're gonna have.
Unless
So-
Kevin.
No. So hear me out. In
Okay.
most animes, you know, you have like that elder sister character who's like, Ada, right?
No.
So
Is she throwing punches? Ada. Is
no,
that what we're
ain't no
getting at?
JoJo character. Ain't no JoJo character. No. So there's like a trope where like the low key horny, but also trying to like play off like they're like the cool, suave, mysterious like female character who generally always say like Ada or some shit like that, right?
The only
So-
like laugh I know that's stereotypical female like anime is the it's the only one I know of.
It's just they're just like Ada randomly. Like it's like it's not
Is it like
allowed.
fucking
Even
Des?
Frieza does
Where they add Des at the end of all their sentences?
Maybe, I don't know, but I just know it's like a trope. So, hear me out. We're gonna have these haughty, low-key, horny, but try and play it off like elder sisters. And these maid outfit cat ear boys
Mhm.
in our officially
Yup.
sponsored No Cap Studio roadside restaurants. Where it's all weeb themed. The busters, like the table busters, like could give you like your orders, like the
Mhm.
menu and stuff.
You make it a ramen bar too.
Yeah, they're all boys, maid outfit, cat ears.
Wouldn't it be more so like a pastry bakery though? Like usually when they do have those type of like maid cafe things, it's more so like pastries and such.
Nah, we want
Yeah,
hearty
but this is what
food.
sets us apart. This is what sets us apart, bro. We bring out that chashu ramen, that nice pork. You get some of that miso toku ramen, that good stuff.
I only know packaged ramen. I'm very
But I mean, Umaru-chan, it be on that slap, 99 cents for a packet, bro. I'm with it, bro.
like I literally think I'm
Like,
fancy
bro,
when I crack an egg in my
bro,
ramen and that's it.
Yo, I put pieces of ham in a pan, seared them, and put them in my ramen with an egg.
Oh my god.
I had chashu pork the day before, and I was like, I want to recreate it. It tastes the same.
All right, so I like this a bit. So if we're gonna make a restaurant, all right, so we're gonna go with this maid cafe. By the way, if for whatever reason we hit 100 likes on this video and or just get to like 100 subs, no, not 100 subs, 1,000 subs, because that's what you need to get like monetized on YouTube. Once we hit 1,000 subs and or 100 likes on this video, for the next podcast, I will personally dress up as the cute cat boy in the maid outfit. That is my stakes on the line. That is what I'm throwing out to you guys. So if you want to make that happen, that's fine. I have cross-dressed in the past. I know how to do makeup. You just be missing out on the beautiful, beautiful beard because that will be going. I'll go all in, double down on that shit.
He's gonna shave the face. I remember baby face, Chris.
Oh god, never again.
Oh my god, it was gorgeous. It's just
No,
like
this
a
rounds out
baby's
my
butt
face
dog.
so much better.
I know. I just started getting some, and it's like, you're coming, please.
You're like Mateo. Poor
It's
Mateo.
so much face space that I have, and it's like never ever coming. It's like all right here. Just needed to push.
Well, something interesting my brother brought up to me last time he was over with my dad and I. So apparently males who can't grow a lot of like facial hair, like body hair, typically grow a thicker head of hair, because I know you got those luscious locks if you want to flash those for us real quick.
I gotta take down.
So traditionally men who can't grow facial hair tend to have very, very long locks, and it's like thick and very healthy. Look at that. Oh, beautiful boy.
Jesus incarnate.
That's that death metal hair. That's that Lamb of God shit right there.
Yeah.
And then
This is why I keep it, so I can just start rocking it at any concert I ever go to.
and so but it's the vice versa. So people who typically start to go bald faster are the ones who could grow facial hair more. I think it has something to do with like testosterone levels. But I do know that's typically the switch. You're either one or the other. It's very rare when you can both like grow facial hair fast or not. So my thing is I don't grow like any body hair unless it's like my legs. Because like I get very little. I get very little on the chest, very little on like the belly, you know. But like I could grow the beard a little bit. Like it's still very patchy. It's not very clean, unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it. Oh, patchiness intensifies.
Bro,
But I also got like the locks starting to grow, so
yeah, this has been a trial forever.
yeah, dude, you've had. I don't think you've cut your hair since like what?
Horrible.
Since like
So
sophomore
I
year?
trim it. I don't cut it. Yeah, I trim it like every now and again to take off like the dead ends and shit. But the worst part about it is that I've been growing this shit for like 4 years since they've known me since high school.
Yeah.
This hair has been like. I started off with like shaved head, completely shaved.
Yeah.
Then I Jufroed it.
I remember
it for a while.
I remember when you had that hair that was just like barely down to here.
Oh my god, yeah. I got like, and my hair used to be super duper curly.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was super duper duper curly. Now it's really wavy. But I've been thinking about like cutting my hair. I don't know how long I'm gonna go cut it to, but yeah, I was thinking like maybe around like here to get my curls back.
Good deal. But I'm sorry, I went off topic again. So I want to get back to this little like cat cafe that we're about to get going on.
Yeah.
Like we're talking
Let's
about
get back
menus
to
and
this.
such. So
Yeah, let's get back to this.
so Mikey wants predominantly cute cat boys, which
Yes.
I'm not opposed to, because let's face it, androgynous looking boys, they're the most versatile. They can be either side. Like if we need a cute butler for one night, boom, they just put on a different costume and they're all set. Like the androgynous look is very powerful when it comes to the cosplaying universe of maid cafes.
I have to make a hard argument because we need some big titty goth GFs in this
They could be the ones behind the counter.
cafe.
They could work the bar.
in this cafe.
Yeah, they
Like,
could work the bar.
the anime. Was it the tsundere big titty goth that's
Ooh.
next door?
You're gonna have to remind me what tsundere
Play
means.
with it.
They,
The ones who are like, it's not even like I want you.
It's not like I like you or anything. Baka.
It's not like I want to take your order or anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'd say? If my waitress came to me and said that, I'm just like, if you don't want to take my fucking order, why are you working this job? I mean, like...
Yeah, I'll sit here without the food. Fine.
I'm sorry to inconvenience you. Like,
Yeah, you ain't getting no tip now.
do you want me... do you want me to, like, call and plan ahead?
You want me to pre-schedule my dinner? Come into McDonald's so you can't take my order?
That like the what the fuck kind of McDonald's has a voice has a voice machine? What, do I want a burger tomorrow? Oh, that is not our
She's
joke.
like, call me back 45 minutes from now. Maybe I'll take the order. Maybe not.
Okay, you know what?
Like, oh,
Okay,
you have a waiting list.
so now we're switching over from the Cat Boys to Big Titty Goth GF, right? So
I was just making an advocate for both, man. Like, we can keep both, and then we have like the big.
we could have a
outfit,
chain.
like, the
We could
butler
hold
outfit
we could hold
behind the
multiple
counter.
different stores. So we got one for the Cat Boys and one for the Goth Girls. So the Goth Girls, I would think, would be more so like a cafe, like a Starbucks kind of thing. But they'd be like, more like barbecue as well for the most part. So it'd be like
Ooh, yeah.
pastries and barbecue
Oh,
for the most part over there.
right.
Meanwhile, for the cute boys, we got to keep it like lighter and more aesthetic because the girls are bringing the testosterone when it comes to
Right,
like
they're going like,
what do you,
you go
what
in
do you
there to
fucking
get
want to
some
order?
barbecues. This is the
Yeah.
ultimate Hooters. Like
No,
this is like, you know how there was Weenie Hut Jr. and Weenie and Ultra
Hut
Weenie
General?
Hut Jr.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like super Hooters. Ultra Hooters.
Hooters Generals.
Yes, bro.
I mean, I don't know. I still don't think we could beat out Femboy Hooters though. That was the golden age of the internet right there. I say as it was literally like 4 months ago.
Yandere Denny's, bro. If the bitch don't want to kill you for the food, I mean, it's not worth it. Then
I mean,
it's not worth it.
Let's all right. So let's go back to diners. So Denny's is like, I think Denny's is like can beat out any diner chain solely for the fact that I could go to a Denny's and like hire somebody to burn somebody's house down.
Ooh.
I can't do that at IHOP.
Denny's is like the Home Depot of like restaurants. Like you can walk there and hire anybody to any job. Dude, all right, look, don't get me wrong, but like I've pulled up to a Home Depot and found like 3 people just to come like work at a construction site. So
Yeah.
we needed more people.
Yeah.
Really?
That happens a
You can
lot.
find anybody at Home Depot, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody.
You can
Especially
find,
in Florida.
you can find anybody at Home Depot.
And if you go to a Denny's between the hours of 12 and 4 o'clock in the morning, you can find anybody. They'll do it.
I need somebody to teach my daughter piano right now.
Fucking Mozart comes out on the woodworks, just fiddle in on the.
He resurrects
I'll
on
like
the
the-
stove. Like they just throw down the hash browns and then the smoke appears into the shape of Amadeus Mozart and he's just like, "Hey,
Hey,
so I heard you need a tutor." I don't even know what nationality who was. Was he? What was Mozart? Was Mozart French?
I thought it was,
Mozart was French.
Was he French?
Pretty sure he's French. Wow, this should be my stuff. I love history. I don't even remember.
So what is
think
like
he's
the
French.
most badass name? Because Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is
Beethoven,
pretty.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
That's pretty
Pretty
fucking
fucking
badass. Like,
I'm pretty certain.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I'm pretty certain he's either German or one of the neighboring nations. Because Wolfgang is a predominantly German. Like
it sounds Austrian to me. Wolfgang
I think
sounds
he's
Austrian.
I think he's Austrian actually. I think that's what it is.
Too bad we
What
don't
I'm
have any
saying is,
music
imagine
majors.
having people call you Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Like as your
But-
first name. Like,
but-
could you imagine introducing yourself in kindergarten? The coolest kid in that classroom.
Yeah.
Hands down. Like from day one, from A1, everyone's gonna want to be your friend. It doesn't matter how goofy you look.
But there's only 2 ways you could go with that name. You either become like you have to live up to the name. Like you have to be like a certified badass if your name is Wolfgang, or you're a furry. There's no in between. I don't think you could live a normal life being called Wolfgang.
Would not be furry.
Like, imagine you pull up to
Not
like
be a
your middle school. Like, you're picking up like your 7-year-old from the 3rd grade. You pull up to the counter, and it's just like, he goes like, "Oh yes, hi. Are you looking for your daughter?" I'm like, "Oh yes, her name is Jezebel." And then it's like, "Okay, I'll call her right away." And then you're making small talk. It's like, "Oh, what's your name?" Like, you look at the like nameplate on her thing, and you just see Wolfgang, like Abigail or something like that. And it's just like you're sitting there, just like, "So, your name's
Abigail.
Wolfgang? What are you doing working at this middle school? Like, what's your secret?" Like, I'm gonna have some questions.
Now hear me out here. You watch as a child by the name of Wolfgang rolls up into like 6th grade middle school, right?
Mhm.
And here's the thing, full on, like expensive ass furry suit, like fursuit.
Oh nah.
Rolls
Oh
in.
nah. Nah.
Rolls up to class like in their custom OC fursuit. Their name is
Like-
Wolfgang.
Their persona isn't even a wolf.
Everything.
Their persona
No,
isn't
it's
even
like
a wolf.
It's like a half-assed bobcat.
He's cosplaying a Tabaxi from the Elder Scrolls.
D&D.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Or
man.
D&D, yeah.
Just comes in the bathroom.
Yeah, he starts growling at his class.
Whoa, wait, that was good. Wait, dude, wait. That was suspiciously good.
Oh, what, the cat? I love lions and shit. Like, that's why I have the long hair. So it's like,
Okay,
Do the
Damien.
Do the roar.
Yeah, do the roar.
oh, I can't do the lion roar. That shit's crazy, but I can do the bobcat. Like,
Go for it.
That's actually really
Holy
good.
shit! Wait,
Whoa.
that's actually so good. Well, since you know big
trying
cats,
to
you'd probably know. Since you know big cats, you probably know this like little tidbit of information. I'm sure you know that cheetahs can't actually roar.
No, they
Yeah.
they actually meow like
They
cats.
meow like house cats and they
Crazy.
purr. It's
Yeah.
so cute because they're like these.
A video.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
No, you first.
Okay. No, I was about to say, all right. I mean, I'm not gonna take down the offer. There's actually this video of this guy who actually fell asleep under a tree in like a savanna, and a leopard came or a cheetah came up next to him and just started licking his face. And he got it like all on video, and he was like purring, and
What?
meowing. Oh yeah, it was like really big.
Oh.
He just like fell in love with cats, but he was just like licking his face. He tells you like the story about it, and he's like, yeah, and I just fell in love with big cats. And he comes back to like the park, and he sees like the same cat all the time.
Whoa. Okay.
Is his name Wolfgang?
Yeah, oh, that would be their mortal enemy, bro. His name's gotta be like Cat Squad.
Cat Squad. Pussy
Feline
Patrol.
Squad, I guess.
Pussy Patrol.
Yo, that, on the spot. That was best answer.
So okay, so that's another thing. Like weird groupings of animals, and they're called like random bullshit. Like a murder of crows, a council of owls, or a congress of owls, yada yada. So let's
That's
make.
good shit, though. They're over here having a congress of owls. Like they're out here like,
So one of us might be an owl, and we're not
Like
sure
the
which one who it
mafia.
is. Who?
Who is you? Who? Oh, damn it.
So
Owls.
let's think of something ridiculous. So you weren't here for this, but last week we also made the most terrifying seahorse in the goddamn world.
Seahorses are already terrifying. Like the males carry the eggs, and you see they like squirt it out of their stomach.
I mean, there's plenty of animals in the animal kingdom who the males give birth.
Yeah, I know. What?
Yeah.
I thought seahorses were like the only one.
No, there's a
I'm
good
pretty
number of
sure
them.
seahorses-
And then there's also like hermaphrodites and such that switch over. Like oysters and stuff, they're both sexes, so
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just
like salmon.
all go
Salmon
all
are
the thing.
hermaphrodites.
For groupers.
Salmons can actually
One more
Yeah.
time?
salmons can actually self-populate. Like they're asexual, they can populate with their own eggs.
I'm not certain about the
salmon, so they just
salmon
grow
one,
into
just
one
because
pair.
I haven't heard that one personally. I do know a lot about salmons. We did
Oh,
do a
shit.
case study on them for almost like 3 weeks out of the semester. That's not one of the ones I've heard. I'll have to look into that. But I know groupers in particular, the strongest female, like the biggest, baddest female, if no other male are around, she just goes, fuck it, I want a penis now. And she just becomes a male. She just goes, all right, all of y'all are mine now.
She's just like, bring it.
What if that's how that worked in real life? Like, what if you're in a sorority?
Horrifying.
Like, what if you're in a sorority and
Oh.
nobody's getting game for like a couple? I'm not gonna go off on this. That's a bad example.
Oh.
We're gonna drop that now.
Nobody's flirting, nobody's flagging, and some girl's just like, man, these guys ain't doing nothing.
So I heard you needed some
Picking up
male
all-
attention.
God.
Drops like 7 octaves.
What's up?
Dude, that's so
That'd be
ridiculous.
horrifying. Imagine
like-
if a girl just walked up to you and was like, "You're mine."
I mean, it's
You know,
kind of
I'd
hot.
be like, okay. I'd be like, okay, shit.
I know in particular, one of my friends. It's the
Hey,
funny.
Flicker
It's the
too?
funniest thing. I'm not gonna name names, but she's this very tiny little thing, and her boyfriend has like a whole foot over her, and it's always a joke. But at this point, I really doubt it's a joke. But he's always just like, "No, listen, I want you to do like the very stereotypical like stand on my chest while I'm on the floor like anime pose and make me feel like dirt."
Oh.
Well, she's just, and I think it's the funniest thing because she is this tiny little thing, like, and he is this big hulking mass of a man, and he's just like, I want you to get strong so you could beat me up, and it's the funniest thing to me.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, look, bro. Throw hands with her. Do it, bro.
Throw hands.
Not gonna lie.
Playfully, bro. Playfully.
Not gonna lie, yeah. Foreplay,
Playfully.
like wrestling as a foreplay is pretty good. Not gonna lie.
All right, y'all seem to be a little more
I don't
experienced
know.
in this field than I am. I'm feeling a little uncultured.
I don't know many people who can wrestle with me. I'm pretty big.
Dude. Okay, so before I lost all this weight, I was like 260 around in high school, and this man right here, Damien, we're having a pool day. But we went to somebody's like community, and they had a community pool. He literally just hucks me over his shoulder. And for context, I'm 6'1", 260 pounds at the time, and he just goes, and just gets me on his back, and I've never been picked up before like that in my life. And I was just kicking and flailing. I'm like, put me the fuck down. Put me the fuck down. This is not okay, Damien. And he takes like half of a lap with me just on his shoulders. And I'm just like, Damien, put me down. He's like, I gotta get to the deep end before I throw you out. So at least he has concern for my well-being.
I forgot about that. Nah, Kevin and them freaked out, so you should have known you were fine. Like,
And he just fucking... he manhandled me. And it was terrifying. Like...
So
screw that, man.
Alright, I have to get close to the camera and ask this question, Chris, but
Mhm.
Did you enjoy it?
did it turn you on getting manhandled?
No, that was horrifying. That was one of the scariest experiences of my life. Because, I mean, it's only like that much. Like, it's only like a 6-foot drop. You know, that's kind of a lot. Like, if you're
It's
landing
horrifying.
poorly. But, like...
Oh yeah, like right on the head. Like if I would have just slipped at any point in time, like I was reckless as a kid. Like if I would have slipped and your head would have hit first, you would have been dead. I'm so sorry I endangered you.
That was terrifying. I am okay with never getting, because like it's different, because like I've had people crack my back before and like lift me up like a little bit, but you flat out like said, you're mine, just cyclops me onto your shoulders, and we're just like, all right. And you did it so effortlessly either. Like you didn't need me to like get into any position or anything. You're just like,
Well, you gotta remember back then when we were in high school, I was on the football team, so I was doing like weightlifting and shit. So like, I was cheap.
that's fair.
I was chubby, but like, you know.
Aren't
I've
you
always
also
been
like
chubby.
part cyborg?
No, I'm part Samoan. Oh, you're right. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I have better rights.
Oh my god. Yes, part Samoan.
It's true.
Mateo, if that's not the thumbnail of this video, you're fired. I'm part Samoan.
I mean, I'm not lying.
I know you're not. You're sitting. We could clearly see you.
But
wait a minute, you asshole! I fucking just realized what you meant by that shit. Alright.
Actually, I'm ambidextrous. Thank you very much. See, now you just got me on shitty puns, and now I can't stop. This is what you
actually,
get.
about being ambidextrous, I was raised writing with my right hand, but I was actually born left-handed. My grandma just couldn't teach left-handed people, so she made me write with my right hand.
Really?
Oh.
Interesting. So you're technically left-hand dominant then?
Technically, yeah, but my Hispanic grandma was like, "Nah, that's the devil's work.
So
Get your right hand out."
when you played football and such, did you throw lefty?
I use my right hand for like everything now, but I can use my left hand for most shit. Like I'm pretty ambidextrous, but
The only thing I could do ambidextrously is bat.
Oh,
batting is, you know what?
There you go.
Batting is beating. Batting is horribly fun. Like it's so much fun to hit that ball. Moment like when you just connect it for the first time and you send that shit just soaring.
It's
So much fun.
It's what made me quit baseball, because I couldn't hit. I was such a shit hitter. Like, I was great at fielding. I was great at everything else. I just couldn't fucking hit the ball, dude. And it was so frustrating for, like, little 11-year-old me. I would throw a tantrum every time. I was such a demon child. I would cry over, like, everything. I would throw a tantrum, like, at the drop of a hat. Dude, it was so
my parents
bad.
would have beat me.
Damn.
No, like,
I
it
was
was...
pretty. I was a pretty good kid. I was an angel because I got hit all the time. Bah! Stop being a dumbass.
No, like,
No.
like speaking of Hispanic parents, like it got to the point where I just started like I put myself in timeout. That's how it got.
So
you don't want to hit anymore. You're like, all right, this hurts.
So
I'm
we
done.
got timeouts. Like I remember they would put a chair facing the wall and just leave us there for like 10 minutes or something like that. I got hit once. I was spanked once. I never got the belt. I was threatened with the belt, but I was never hit. I've only been struck once, and that was a spanking. I forget what it was for, but usually it was just a timeout or you couldn't like go on the internet. Like that was the extent of my punishments. So that's probably why I was
can't
just a brat.
No,
Damn,
I'm
yeah,
counting the
you
different
get
types of
punished
things that hit me.
Dude, I got wooden spoons. My mom's Italian rolling pin, bro. I got the dad used to move the belt. When we moved next to the Haitian people, he learned how to use the extension cord switches, fucking the
Not
comp
that.
cable to the back of my PlayStation 2.
What kind of neighbors teach you to hit your child?
Haitians,
Dude.
bro? Hell
No.
yeah, they'll teach you anything, bro. I learned
Yeah,
Creole from them.
Yeah, I used to get hit with
Pick up
spoon,
stuff,
hand, belt, sandal. I got hit with the fly swatter. I got hit with the broom.
Ooh, the broom sounds like it would hurt.
Broom. Yo, the chancla.
Yeah.
You ever got a chancla thrown at you by your grandma?
Nope.
That shit is accurate as a motherfucker. That
So-
shit'll bend through the doorways to your house. She'll catch your ass in the living room and you're upstairs.
Don't forget, I'm the whitest Hispanic you'll ever meet. So
Yeah.
No, you're right. Low-key just about to throw Mateo under the bus.
no, Mateo was grown. He was in Colombia for 2 years.
That's great, yeah. No, I just like messing with Mateo because he doesn't act Spanish, so it's like, what he would ever guess.
His name's Mateo.
He speaks so well. I mean, yeah, but like I know a bunch of Mateos who are white.
Really? I've only ever heard it as a Hispanic name.
Yeah, I actually know a few Mateos who are white.
Really? The only
Yeah,
other Mateo I've ever known of was somebody saying that like in middle school they had a crush on a guy named Mateo because he played violin, and they asked if my Mateo was the same Mateo, and I'm just like, probably not.
Mateo, probably not.
Yeah,
I can
no.
picture little Mateo out here just whipping it on a violin, just.
Nah, our Mateo be whipping it just in general. That boy used to be on the dance squad.
I know he was beat, bro. This boy can b-boy. I went to a b-boy session with him,
Mhm.
like not a session, but like it was like a training camp that like a
Yo, no cap, you went to a b-boy session?
dead ass, no cap, nah, but it was
No
like
cap.
a little thing that this guy that he like followed who danced was doing at like the Palm Beach Dancing Center, the one right by the Publix.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, I'll go with you. Oh my god, I could not keep up. Mateo was out here just popping a lot and doing all this shit. I mean, he was rusty, but like this man was still had it, and I was over here like.
Oh no, I cannot
It was
move.
like 330-pound me doing this shit, yo, thinking I was fly.
I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but have you guys tried to do anything new recently at all?
It's hard.
Like
It's hard to keep with it.
specifically with dancing, I started to try and learn how to shuffle because I watched one video on YouTube and I'm like, man, that looks so cool. And then I'm just like, I am so horribly uncoordinated now.
Yes.
Dude, picking up anything new just seems like so otherworldly now. It's just like you need to because like I don't know if it's just that we don't have the time to invest in it anymore because, you know, between school, work, this, like maybe it's just we don't put the hours in because like back when, you know, top league player or whatever, like whenever we play games just for like hours on end, that was our time and we got incredibly good at that shit, but we don't have time to just sit and spend like 8 hours straight doing something. I think that might be what it is.
Yeah, no, I feel like the days fly by now. Like it's just like I've tried to pick up how to learn chopping wood. It's completely different from dancing, but like
Wood
you still need to be
chopping?
coordinated and stuff.
Do you guys have a fireplace?
It's a really good way to like relieve stress. So I was like, okay. Nah, but we light fires outside in like the yard because we have like an acre of land that's enclosed, but
Mhm.
we have like a little place that we like light fires when we have people come over. But we need wood for it, so I started chopping. And at first, you start thinking that it's a brute strength thing, but it's not. It's super like you need to be like real coordinated because you're like you hold the axe and you gotta like slide your hand down to your other hand and use that momentum just to bring the axe head down on like
'cause you
the,
do
the
go on the-
corner of the log. Yeah, and it's not like you're just like taking it and just like trying to beat the crap out the log. It's like an actual like rhythmic thing. And I was like, dude, this is like so much harder than it looks. I
Because
was
like
like,
logs are
but
sturdy, they're dense.
Yeah.
they're hard to chop. Like I'm out here throwing like 20 hits into like the same log and it still ain't split. And I'm like, whoa. Like it's hard, but it's a good workout and it's a good like stress reliever, bro. Dealing with all this stupid stuff with work and everything.
What about you, Mikey? You tried anything new recently, and why the fuck do I even bother?
Honestly, not gonna lie, because like as a reason, because it's like I just been focusing on like school and stuff that like
Fair
I
enough.
haven't bothered trying to like go out of my routine to do something different.
Well, I guess that's also not necessarily true, but I mean, I guess it's kind of in the realm of things I've already done. Like, I know how to play clarinet, so like I'm decently inclined with music. Because I got my keyboard here, I ordered it only like 4 months ago, and I've been playing about an hour a day, and I feel like I'm starting to get it pretty. I feel like I'm starting to see progression and such. So I don't know. Maybe it just depends on what it is. I don't know. Just dude, new things just seem like they're so hard, but I guess you could do it as long as you put the time into it. I don't know. I've just been getting frustrated at a couple of the things that I've been attempting, but then again, I spread myself very thin between my tasks, so.
No, yeah, because the thing about learning something new is that like if you can't associate it with something that you've previously learned, like for example, when they say like learning new languages, it's like, oh, you know English, so it's like kind of easier to learn Spanish because you know they have like the same root, like origins of like Latin, and then once you start learning Spanish, you can start learning going into like maybe like French or Latin, for example.
Mhm.
Like if you can't associate it with like something you previously learned before, learning something new can be like sometimes harder because now you're like you got to activate new functions of your brain, associate new movements or like finger like adjustments or like muscle memory that like you weren't using before to like now do this new thing.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess you are activating a different part of your
Working
brain.
muscles in your brain.
My brain don't got muscles, it's smooth.
Yeah, that you ain't never touched before. No
Oh my
ripples,
God.
just smooth, bro.
No, my brain's so smooth it rolls around in my
I'm out
head
here
like a big
buffing
ball
it every
bearing.
day with knowledge.
I buff it with knowledge. It's not the kind of buffing I'm looking for.
It's just, dude, I just picture you like getting whiplash and your brain just.
Nah, I take a Zamboni to my skull, make sure to smooth everything out.
Oh my God. Bruh.
Yo,
Damn, bro,
so
big
people
brain.
always talk
Got that
about
big
like
brain energy.
everybody always talking about like whipping nice expensive cars. I want to whip a Zamboni. Like that's what I want to do. I want to
Yo,
see a Zamboni at top
Zamboni?
speed.
Oh, yo, I think it's like 20. Or like 5. I think they
Why
go
do
like
you just
5 miles
know
per hour.
that?
I'm pretty sure they go like 5 miles. Well, because alright, so like I used to play hockey a little bit, but to clean the rinks, since it's ice, if the faster it goes, the more it's just gonna slide. So that's why they keep it low, and it only like just travels along the ice.
Man, I want a
I wouldn't be
Zamboni.
surprised
I'm
if
filled
they
with
only got,
useless
like, 20
knowledge, bro.
miles.
I want to deck out a Zamboni to be able to be street
Yeah, I
legal.
think it's like 5.
Wait, a street
Yo.
legal Zamboni?
Yes, that's what I want. Like,
God,
if
that'd be
I
horrible.
ever,
Imagine watching the Zamboni.
yeah, like imagine I'm
Alright,
going
we
like
cut you off.
70
Sorry,
down the
that was my
highway
bad.
in a Zamboni. That's
I was
a
gonna
that's
say
a
hitting,
Wolfgang
like,
type
99,
status right
45.
there.
Right. You just gotta move out the person's way and be like, all right, just go. Just,
Nah,
they're not
one
even
thing,
stopping.
though.
They're like, bro, look at that Zamboni.
Like the only thing though, the issue I would have with that is like the moment it fucking rains, you're just on top of that shit. Like no
Nah,
roof,
bro.
no nothing.
No,
the
that's when you put down the buffers
This is
and you
you
start
start
cleaning
down.
the street when it's raining.
Oh, right.
So
Bro,
the person
exactly.
behind you
You
just
never
fucking
forgot to
gets
put a roof
slicked in hydroplanes.
No, I've imagined like all your money is going into like this fucking decked out engine and shit.
No, okay. If
Oh.
No Cap Studio for whatever reason ever blows up, the first luxury item I'll get is a decked out Zamboni, and I will post the whole process, everything going along with it, and I'll have the first street. I wonder if somebody has a street legal Zamboni. That'd be so bad. I want to look that up now.
someone's probably done it. I could see it totally happening.
Somewhere in
someone's
Canada.
yeah, cause like I feel like I've seen like people do like decked out golf carts and shit like that.
Well, that's
Like,
calm. We live in Florida. Of course, they have decked out golf carts.
well, yeah. I know that, but I mean like, I feel like yeah, something like Canada or some shit would have like a decked out Zamboni rolling up on like the highway like 90 miles an hour, like no care in the world.
Just take it down the fucking autobahn. Max speed,
Yeah.
crank that shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Zooming.
I gotta
Like,
say
Blaring
though,
the Russian anthem.
the moment you get into like an accident on your Zamboni though, you're fucking out. You're flying. You're fucking. Nothing's
Oh,
holding you in.
You're
Yeah,
dead. Oh,
your
you're
body's
dead.
launching at like 90 miles an hour from your Zamboni
Hey!
into the.
All they have to do to clean it up afterwards is get on my Zamboni and go over me, and it's clean. At least it's an easy cleaning process, at least.
Your Zamboni's done, bro.
What do you mean my Zamboni's
already
done?
done in the crash.
Nah, you're telling me a Zamboni isn't built stronger than a
You
car?
crashed, bro. You're done.
You're telling me a Zamboni wouldn't beat, like, I don't know, like a Toyota in a car crash?
Ah, but like, what if it's not a Toyota? What if you hit like an 18 rig?
Oh no!
You just screamed.
But then
Yeah,
at that point, since I hit the
You gotta bring
no,
another Zamboni
since
to
I hit the rig,
rest.
my body doesn't go flying. Instead, it slams into the cargo that they're holding, and I live.
I feel like you still maintain the momentum to just completely destroy your existence.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you'd fly through the rigs, like the
Dude,
box. You know
dude,
those things aren't very like.
people have
strong.
survived falling out of an airplane, terminal velocity, and hitting the ground.
That's true.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Like,
Okay,
I'm gonna
but,
be
like,
fucked up. Don't get me
that's all,
wrong.
like hitting the ground would. Yeah, you might survive that, I guess.
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
Because I
Unless
feel like
it's
the thing
like-
that kills me in a car accident if I go flying out the window would be the glass shattering into me, which isn't the case in my decked out Zamboni because it's open, or me actually just skidding across the floor, across the asphalt, like losing all that blood, flesh, and muscle down to the bone is what would kill me. So if I slam into an 18-wheeler and hit the cargo, stop, and fall flat, I feel like my chances of living are a lot higher.
I guess so. Yeah, because then again, you might also have like your body might kick in for the adrenaline and give you enough like of the rush that like you won't like immediately die. You might be able to springboard off of like the initial impact.
Springboard, just open my inner gymnast and just like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Land
surprised.
that shit real quick, like sideways on the truck. Feet first, boom.
Oh, you're saying you just be a gymnast
Like a
level and
fucking,
just
like a ninja.
I stuck
Like
the
a
landing.
ninja.
Rate me.
You just splat. Am I good? All right, cool. I'm good.
Well,
Safe.
I know
Like, is
you're
anything
supposed
broken?
to.
No. All right.
I know you're supposed to like spread out as wide as you
Go limp.
can, because I know if you're stuck in an elevator and it's
Yeah.
falling, you're supposed to lay down and spread out as wide as you can, so that like the shockwave goes throughout more surface area of your body, so you have a higher chance of surviving.
I could definitely see that happening because I think yeah, it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
if you because if you
You're supposed to
concentrate
lay
the
flat
amount
on the ground to like absorb.
yeah, because if I remember, because like I think it's like the same principle with like some like with like again like if you're falling, because like if you concentrate all of like your momentum and the point of impact into like one small area,
You're fucked.
yeah, you're fucked. Versus if you spread out the impact to like multiple sections of your body, yeah, you might cause damage, but you're not gonna cause as much.
See, honestly, if I'm ever in a
You're gonna
situation
survive.
where
I
I'm
think that's
falling,
open.
I think I just go head first. I don't want to like be in pain. I'm very soft.
Torpedo.
I'm very soft. Like I don't like getting hurt. I stub my toe, I cry. I do not enjoy
mean-
pain. I do not have high
Oh,
pain
yeah.
tolerance.
Stubbing your toe is a bitch. Not gonna lie.
What is the worst image anybody's ever painted into your brain for pain? Because mine was one of my, I forget his name because he wasn't a super good friend. Let's just call him Andrew. In Spanish 2, he hated that class so much, as did I. He said that he would rather put a toothpick in between like the little ripple of like his big toe and his toenail and kick a wall as hard as possible than go to class.
Oh yeah, that's like real torture technique right there. That's the kind of shit that you literally use to get information out of people.
I have never forgotten that sentence, and I don't think I ever will. It still haunts me.
I'm trying to think of the worst image that's been painted into my head.
Another
'cause,
really
like,
bad one was I will peel your toenails off one at a time and use them to peel your flesh. That was also a really bad one that always stuck with me.
That's some Kaneki Ken stuff. Like, that's some Tokyo Ghoul type stuff. But
It's another show I
the
haven't
worst
seen.
image I've ever had painted into my head was somebody told me, like, imagine a slab of concrete like this small, and they just stick it between your teeth, press it down, and you just yank. And you just,
But
Right?
my teeth.
right?
My teeth are very important to me. Okay.
Right? And I was like, that would hurt so bad. Imagine the texture of the concrete. Like, have you ever hit concrete teeth
Yes.
first? Because I have it. It hurts.
My brother, so my brother would go. So my brother's 6 years older than I am. When we were really little in the pool, he would chuck me around the pool and it would be fine. But one time he threw me and I hit the edge of the pool like teeth first. So I went like on the edge of the pool. Oh, there's a dog. The stream is the dog now. Give me details.
Carl. Hello, Carl. This is Carl. He's a floofer.
Oh,
He's
does
2
he
years
like to
old.
eat
He's a little
croissants? Hi, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy's mom. Are you gonna finish that?
Tell Judy I love her.
Boy. Oh, he's so handsome. I love how he has this little 2 eyebrows, like, right above his head.
Dude, he's just like, why are you holding me like this?
He's gone now.
You're not Jimmy's
No,
mom.
He's such a great dog. Like, he lets you. You're not Jimmy's mom.
You know what we need to
I
do?
love Carl Weezer. I remember watching Jimmy Neutron as a kid. Like, and Carl was one of my favorite characters because he's just so stupid.
I really
Like, he was
think
always saying the most like awkward stuff.
I really
Oh,
think okay.
yeah.
So I've been thinking about like what we can be doing more on this channel, and one thing I really want to do is like song covers but in the tune of like different characters. So what do we think about that
Okay.
idea?
Ooh, okay.
So like, all right.
I don't know.
Sorry if y'all see me talking with my mic muted. I
No
have
problem.
family around me, so I'm trying to like mitigate the background noise.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you're
But
good.
no, that's actually a really interesting idea. I think that would be
Because
really good.
and the reason I think of it is because the one that really started off was Carl Weezer singing Joji's dancing slow dancing in the dark. That shit slaps. But like I want to do something like that because even earlier today when I thought about it, like since we're coming up on Christmas, I was talking to the girlie at the time online, and I was going. I was recording for Tales of the Emerald Coast, and I read my line wrong, so I was just like, fuck, 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 fuck. And then I was like, fuck, fuckity, fuck, 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 fuckity, fuck, 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 fuck. And I wanted to do like a roundabout with the people. Yeah, and I wanted to do like a roundabout with everybody in the company doing that, and release it of the fucks of the Sugar Plum Fairy, or like what we give, or something like that.
That would be great. That would be great.
Yeah, I think doing our own
How many
covers
fucks
for
do we
songs.
give? 0. Fuck. Yes.
God, I love it.
It
Yeah,
should be quality.
I'm not sure about I don't know how many of us can do character voices.
Yeah,
but
of
I'm
course.
definitely interested in doing like parody covers for songs.
I think that could be something that's really fun also because like one of the exercises I do a lot is I'll just make up lyrics to the song as it goes because It's just very enjoyable to me because sometimes I'll forget the actual lyrics, so I'll just make up my own as it goes, and it'll turn into something stupid. So just something like that would be very enjoyable for me, and I think everybody else could enjoy it as well. So I think it could be something that's really interesting. And hey, I'll even open this up to you guys. Is there any song you want to hear like covered by us? Because this is just a very new idea. So leave us some song suggestions, and we might just go ahead and do one soon because we are looking to start pumping out more content. We're currently on a 3-a-week schedule. We got Mateo working on his projects coming soon. He'll want to start doing a weekly upload. So we just want to keep giving you guys more things. And if you guys have any ideas for like what we could be doing more or something you might want to see from us, we're happy to take suggestions. More content is good because we definitely have the manpower. We definitely have the time. So any suggestions would be very helpful. So for right now, drop us a couple songs you might want to hear.
Oh yeah, totes.
They're gonna pick stuff with high vocals. They're gonna pick like Titanium, like these high pitch, like killer songs, and we're gonna have to be out here just screeching.
Take on me, take on me. I'll be gone into eternity. Needless to say.
Yeah, I can't even hit them. Bro, we should do Daru Sandstorm. Or what's that one? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna
No,
let
I would
you
never
down.
do that to Rick
Never gonna
Astley.
turn
I actually
around
love that
and
song.
hurt you. Why? Let's rickroll people, bro. Oh my god, we could rickroll people for a video. That'd be like next podcast, rickroll.
But
just
dude,
a
I
cover
can't
of
do
Rick
that
Roll.
to Rick Astley. He's such a legend. Dude, I love
Yeah,
that.
I
We're
got-
gonna do him justice.
Came back on TikTok, by the way.
Dude, you know
Did
how
he
many times I
actually?
got rickrolled as a child?
Yo, Rick Roll
Like,
was huge.
if you didn't get rickrolled as a child, you didn't have a childhood.
That was like
You
super
didn't have a
popular in
child.
what, like 2007, 2008 was when Rick Rolling was like super prevalent.
I think so, yeah.
God, every damn
I wasn't on the internet yet.
dude.
Yeah,
I
Rick-
used to search up Lego Halo 3 and just get
Yep.
rickrolled.
Lego Halo 3. What? That's so specific.
I
Why do
was
you
like-
have that one memory?
I know, so like, because as a kid, I always loved playing Halo with my dad, and I always loved Legos. So like, I loved the Lego games, and I loved Lego Star Wars. And I was like, imagine if they made a Lego Halo. So I Googled, I YouTubed it, and people made like a video of Lego Halo 3 preview, and it was like a picture of a Lego Halo character in like thumbnail. So I was like, oh my god, I'm like 6 at the time, so I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna click on it. I click on it, and it's like, never gonna give you up. I was like, this isn't Halo. When's the Lego part coming?
It's okay. When I was
Rickroll, I didn't even know it yet.
when I was really little, there was this one video that I liked so much. It was like of a fake ghost sighting, because it was like a guy wearing a sheet, and he was just like came up from like behind his like rocking chair to go like look into his baby's crib. Hilarious. I thought it was the funniest thing. And I didn't know how to spell ghost. So whenever I wanted to look up the video, I would call my Uncle John. And I'd be like, hey, John, how do I spell ghost?
God.
And there's another one. There's another video, Real Ninjas, which was a Naruto parody that I thought was hilarious, but I didn't know how to spell ninja. Same thing. I would call him up and be like, hey, John, how do I spell ninja? I feel so bad. I don't know how he put up with me, because I would call him at like...
This man's out here phoning a friend.
Literally.
This man's out here phoning a friend at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, like 2 in the afternoon, because I'd be home from school. I didn't stay up that late then. I was a good kid. I had a bedtime. I actually had to fight to get my bedtime like later, because usually it would be 9 o'clock. But once Toonami started airing Naruto,
Yes!
Naruto is
Oh
what got
my
me into it.
God.
Which is really funny because I'm not a very big fan of the show now. I am very much an advocate
Yes.
against it. But it was early, like through the tuning exams, so I would stay up to watch it with my brother for the extra like hour, and that's what got my bedtime to become 10 o'clock, because I wanted to watch Naruto with my brother. I was like 15 around the time.
Dude, early Naruto went so hard. Like the original Naruto series, just and everything that they put out on Toonami in like the 2000s to like 2007 was just so gas. Like Inuyasha,
Rurouni
what else
Kenshin.
did they have? The Inuyasha was fire. I mean, they had Rurouni Kenshin was fantastic with a reverse blade. Oh, it's so clean.
There was
What
also
another one? I'm out here just
Bobo.
blanking.
There
I was ready to
was
start. Dragon Ball Z Kai that was out there. Bobo, yes.
what other stuff was
Oh,
on
that shit was fire.
Toonami?
Bleach was out there.
Oh, I've never watched a single. No, I think I have watched an episode of Bleach. Bleach is one of those ones that I can't really get into either.
Bleach is so good. Not gonna
I
lie.
watched the whole thing of Bleach. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, but you gotta commit because it only gets good like towards the end.
Yeah, there's
It suffers from One Piece syndrome.
No. It's just filler arc after filler arc.
It's so it suffers from shonen syndrome.
One Piece is yes.
So what I will say, I will advocate for One Piece before we go ahead and end this off. So I started at like episode 360 or somewhere around there at the Water 7 arc because my brother told me to. Because the deal was he was going to watch all of JoJo's if I watched all of One Piece. I'm caught up on One Piece currently, and I did that in like 4 months, and he has not watched any JoJo's yet, and I'm still fucking livid.
Get wrecked.
I'm
Speaking of JoJo's,
so angry.
Speaking of JoJo's, I have an oddly specific like thing, but I'm the only member of No Cap Studios who has not watched JoJo's. Still.
And with that, we're going to end the episode because he can no longer be a guest on this podcast. Thank you very much for joining. Mikey, go ahead and give me orders with me. Damien, you could just go ahead and be quiet because you don't even know what the cultured aura is. All right, ready? Mikey, do it. Give me one, or give me Mudas. All right. Okay, that was kind of cringe. All right, bye guys. Caps off.
What's the other one? The plain one?
Fuck.
You took your cap off. It's over. You can't think. Oh, you mean arrivederci? Were you gonna go Bruno?
No, not Bruno.
Yeah. Arrivederci.
I thought you were talking about, there you go. I thought you're talking about Aerosmith. Aerosmith, yeah.
All right. So
I know some of the JoJo's things. I just don't watch it. Like,
all right.
I've never
Once
watched,
again,
like, an episode
he
of
hasn't
JoJo's.
watched
I've just seen
JoJo's.
something.
We gotta end it.
All
He's
my
no longer
friends watch
welcomed as a
JoJo.
guest. Not sure if we're gonna air it. That just tarnished our whole reputation. Like, I'm buying a whole JoJo hat for that. So I apologize to all y'all out there. You can dislike this bar to all hell because I let some. He belongs as a corporate slave, but not even to us. All right. See y'all later. Caps off. Have yourself a good night. Stay safe. See you next week in the podcast.